Hello, this is Marcus Guiliano from Healthy Chef Dude. We're having some technical difficulties today. The battery ran out. We're laughing a little too much here. I'm in the office, my office. It's Friday. The restaurant's starting to get busy. And I'm on the internet reading some things, my emails. I'm catching up. Jamie, do you want to add anything? Because you've had a lot to say the last hour.
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? So, I'm a chef on a mission to bring you guys better food, educate restaurants, restaurateurs, educate people, and really just let's eat better food because we deserve it. Now, I got an email here. Dr. Oz has been corrected. Yes, Dr. Oz has. I've corrected him a couple times if you've been watching my video blogs. But Australis Baramundi sea bass company has corrected him. I guess he went on February 10th. And I'm going to do a lot of fish themes because Lent is coming up and a lot of Catholics will eat fish during Lent. So Dr. Oz went on and I guess he was saying that Baramundi, which is sea bass, from Turner Falls, Massachusetts, is a great farm there, very sustainable farm. They've been featured on NPR. They have top nods from Monterey Bay Aquarium. Not all farmed fish is bad. So as soon as I say farms, people say, oh, I don't want to touch farmed fish. Not all farms are bad. Some farms are really doing the right thing. They're out there, they're progressive. Really, really progressive. But some farms which sort of lump all the fish in to farmed fish are giving farmed fish a bad rap. So, you're eyeing me down, Jamie. Do you want to say something?
No.
No, okay. Never seen you eye me down on camera like that before. So not all fish farms are bad. The point is, each farm has to be, Jamie, each fish farm has to be analyzed individually. So Turner Falls, Massachusetts is a great barramundi. Barramundi is Australian sea bass. Dr. Oz says one of the top 10 superfoods because it's a vegetarian-fed fish, it's high in omegas, and he quoted some things, and I guess the president from Australis had to send him a letter and correct him on some of his things. Australis or Baramundi are not a vegetarian-fed fish. They will eat a grain diet or eat. Dr. Oz actually said they eat phytoplankton. Phytoplankton is Corellia and spirulina, things like that. Green things in the ocean. Small stuff, not the big 80 feet kelp. Those aren't phytoplankton. It's a small single cell stuff is phytoplankton. So, Dr. Oz said, yeah, you got to eat this, and this fish is eating this phytoplankton in its natural diet. Well, that's not the case. I guess Baramundi does eat a certain amount of other fish, but this fish farm feeds it mostly a grain-fed or vegetarian-fed diet, which is important, but not really. I'm not sure if they're doing that. It's like phytoplankton. The point here is the fish should eat the phytoplankton, and the sea vegetation are the healthiest fish you want to eat. That's why wild salmon has all the high omegas. Because they're eating low on the food chain. So if we eat low on the food chain, we're actually going to increase our nutrient content as well. Now I take something, my kids take it, we take Corella, and these are capsules, and this is basically...
It's not a capsule.
I'm sorry, it's a tablet. This is Corellia. It's a phytoplankton. It's a sea single cell. It's a super protein rich sea vegetable out there, or single cell sea vegetable. This stuff is phenomenal. So Dr. Oz said that the fish are eating this and they're not eating this. But when fish do eat this, watch out. We're talking some health. But now here's my big thing. You don't need to eat the fish. It's like the cow and the calcium effect. The cow's getting the calcium from the grass it eats. So what happens if we start juicing wheatgrass, oatgrass, barley grass, and eating more greens and kale and broccoli and spinach? We're going to take the benefits of what the cow's getting and cut that source out. So really the idea of eating fish is you want to eat fish that are primarily vegetarian fish out in the wild or vegetarian fed fish. Those are going to be the cleanest sources. Once you start feeding fish fish pellets, that's where you start getting the contaminants of mercury and everything. Problem with tuna, most tuna on the market is these huge tunas, and they've been alive for years upon years, and they're eating other fish. And as they eat the other fish, they bioconcentrate the mercury, and that stores the mercury levels in their fat contents up. So if you're eating fish that are not eating those other fish, you're going to have less mercury, less contaminants. So the fish farms basically take fish pellets, and they reprocess fish scraps and other fish, bycatch issues and stuff like that, bycatch fish, and make, or they go into these third world countries and just totally wreck the ecosystem and take all this fish up. It gets ridiculous as they'll harvest like up to 3 pounds of wild fish to feed like 1 pound of wild salmon. I'm sorry, of farm-raised salmon. So they're creating this whole deficit of eating. So they're taking all this wild harvested fish, putting it into fish pellets, and they're coming out with far less fish for us to eat, which is what salmon farms are notorious for. And I'll get into ratio conversions in other video blogs of what are the best fish that convert the most and vegetarian fish. But for the meantime, Dr. Oz was corrected. Baramundi, I still like the fish. Baramundi, I eat it, I serve it. It's a good fish. They have top nods from Monterey Bay Aquarium. But if you're really looking for the high levels of omegas and things like that, look at the cold water fish, stuff like salmon, halibut, things like that. And if you really want to get the boost of omegas and this anisacethin, which is like the super antioxidant, which is what makes the salmon color orange. Because all farm salmon, they have to give it a dye because it's not on the right type of food. It's getting it from this. This is the source of anisacethin. This is where that extreme strong beta-carotenoid comes into play in the fish's diet to make the salmon flesh orange. That's what you're after. This is the direct source. You can get phytoplankton in liquid drops. You can get it in stuff like this. E3 Live out there. There's a bunch of products that'll get you this kind of stuff. So if you're really interested, go to this direct. If you have questions, shoot me an email at fish. I've been studying the sustainable fish and the healthy effects of fish for the last 12 years. It's really the only animal protein I eat is fish. Besides that, I'm pretty much vegetarian, vegan. I have a passion for fish, putting it on the plate, preserving our ocean and things like that. So, I'm a chef on a mission. You can find me at healthychefdude.com, healthychefdude.blogspot. Follow me on Twitter. You'll see all these posts. I pop them up on Twitter. Email me questions. Follow me on YouTube, my Aroma Thyme channel on YouTube. You are what you eat. Let's eat some good fish, if you eat fish, and or go straight to the fish's source where they're getting their food. You are what you eat. Healthy Chef Dude.